Best has released a new criteria titled Scoring and Assessing Innovation. Welcome to AM Best TV. I'm Kate Smith. I'm joined by James Gillard, AM Best Senior Managing Director, Criteria Research and Analytics. Jim, can you walk us through the new criteria?
Okay, first, thanks for having me. So we released our new criteria, Scoring, Assessing Innovation, for public comment today. The criteria is out for a 60-day public comment where we invite industry participants to comment and give us their feedback on their views on our criteria. I would just say innovation is currently implicitly included in our criteria. However, given the rapid pace of innovation in the industry, we thought it important to come out with a more formal, explicit assessment of innovation and how we view the innovativeness of companies. I think anytime we talk about innovation, it's important to start with a definition. We're very clear that we don't think innovation necessarily just equals high tech, right? Technology plays an important role. However, we certainly view innovation as a process that transforms ideas into new processes, products, business models. So innovation, while it includes technology, is certainly not limited to just technology. The criteria really takes an input-output approach, right? So we really want to evaluate a company's innovation process, and that kind of creates the input score, and then look at the results of their innovation efforts, and that creates the output score. The process is evaluated through looking at 4 subcomponents. We look at the leadership of the company, how does it drive innovativeness, the culture. We hear about corporate culture playing a huge role in a company's innovativeness. If you don't have the right culture to kind of accept new ideas, you're going to very much struggle being innovative. Third, we look at kind of their ability to strategically allocate resources towards innovation. Now, that doesn't mean you need to have a chief innovation officer or dedicated resources solely focused on being innovative, come up with the next big thing. But it does mean you need to have people kind of working and thinking about what's next, what do we do going forward. And last, we look at the organizational process and your structure around innovation. On the output side, what we're looking for is more, we want companies to be able to measure their innovation, right? We want to see the tangible results that innovation efforts have led to. And lastly, we're also looking at the level of transformation, right? How sophisticated, how far has innovation taken you to move your company forward? So that kind of walks through the criteria in general.
So why is AM Best releasing the criteria now?
As I mentioned, it's really the pace of innovation in the industry has really increased, and we expect that trend to continue. We see significant demographic changes, climate-related trends, and technological advancements, things like Internet of Things, machine learning, blockchain. These things all have the potential to really be transformative for the industry. So we think now is really a good time to kind of get out and start, assessing the innovation in the industry, because companies that don't embrace this change, adjust to it, ultimately will be disadvantaged, which will lead to an erosion in their financial strength, which is obviously what we care about most. So today, while that impact on their profile and the company's financial strength may be small, we expect the weight of that innovation will carry to increase over time. And that's why we want to start now with a formalized assessment. So it creates a starting point for us, right? And we can be able to continue to improve our assessment of innovation over time. And in addition, it really does highlight the importance of innovation for the industry. AM Best's take is that this trend is going to continue, and that companies that don't really get there are going to be left behind. So it's really companies that understand, the whole industry has to understand that where innovation can and probably will take the industry in the coming years.
So do you expect this to have a big impact on ratings once it's live?
We don't expect this criteria to have an impact on ratings once it's released live as an active criteria. As I mentioned, right now it's out for comment, but even when it's released live, we don't expect there to be a significant change. As I said, innovation is already included. Right? Our management meetings include innovation on the agenda. We talk through companies, what they're doing, what changes they're doing, how are they adjusting to market conditions. However, now we're coming out with a creation of a formal assessment. And we do not think the creation of this formal assessment necessarily changes the weight of innovation in the criteria. So it'll still play a similar role to what it plays now. However, our expectation is that this weight will rise over time. Right? As the industry changes, as this becomes more transformative, the weight that innovation will play in your financial strength assessment will increase. Innovation is really a leading indicator of financial strength. It starts with, if you fail to innovate, you're going to start lagging behind your market position. And market position is an important factor in our business profile component of our methodology. So you start to see a deterioration in your business profile. As your business profile deteriorates, your performance is going to start to lag. Right? You're not going to get the best business. You're not going to be on the cutting edge. You're not going to be where you need to be. So you're going to start to see deterioration in your operating performance. Ultimately, if your operating performance lags, you're going to see it in your balance sheet strength. Right? You're going to lose capital, and that ultimately will impact your financial strength over time.
Okay. Jim, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
To view the new criteria, go to ambest.com. For AM Best TV, I'm Kate Smith.